So, what happened after this?
Well, I mean, if you refer back to the history, wasn't there times where, just examples of the torture that when people went through?
Yeah. But they did torture them. But before this, we had the warning on Safa, because obviously people didn't know they were Muslims. So how can they humiliate or torture anyone when they didn't know they were Muslim? So at this point in time, there's something called the warning on Safa, which is where the Prophet actually openly declared, he reaffirmed his status amongst the people. He said, you guys trust me, you know my character, I will not lie. So at this point he said that there's one God, Allah, and I am his messenger. So what do you think the reaction was, say? Obviously people were like, no, you know, this is ridiculous. Even though they trusted him, they trusted his character.
I don't get that. I mean, if I was trustworthy, and you trusted me, and I said something to you, surely you just accept it because you trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
But that didn't happen in time.
But exactly, even his closest people rejected him, okay? They just did not believe what he was saying. So, you know, that was how that went down. But anyway, once the word was out, this is where the humiliation began, okay? Right, so, for example, let's bring an example here. We're going to have a lovely assistants here who are going to show you something spectacular. That what we have there is intestines. Can we pause the video, please? Can we pause the video? Okay.
What is that? That's what, guts?
Yeah, something like that. It's called tripe or something. I don't know what it is. Well, anyone want to touch it or, you know, like lick it or something? No, right? Okay. Well, more on the serious side. I know that's all icky and everything is intestines. But once the Prophet was praying at the Kaaba, he was actually prostrating himself. Okay, his head on the floor. Abu Jahl, one of the greatest enemies of Islam, came and dumped these intestines on his back while he was praying. Okay? And he didn't move, he didn't raise a finger, but his daughter came and removed it from his back and he carried on praying.
Imagine me doing to you, Faraz. What would you do?
I'd punch you one, yeah.
You can try. And what about the time with that slave, Bilal?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there were so many things that happened, you know. People were tied, people were tied with their ropes around their necks and dragged through the hills and valleys of Mecca. People were put on burning coal till the skin literally burnt off. This is the type of cruelty and oppression that was going on at the time. Okay.
Don't forget, I want to mention about women. Wasn't the first martyr in Islam a woman, Sumayya?
Exactly, the first woman to be killed in the name of Islam. But these guys didn't go back on their religion. They said, La ilaha illallah, every time. They would just say, there's no God but Allah. They didn't go back on their religion. Every time they were tortured, they were steadfast. Which is the incredible thing. Okay, now, let's go back to our video. Right, imagine, you've got your own gym, you've got your own sauna, right? You've got your own swimming pool, you've got your own Merc. Okay, check it out. Oh, and you've got your bennies. Who likes bennies here? Put your hands up. No? Yeah, okay. This guy loves bennies. But then, you kicked out of your own house.
I am the thing you need. I am the thing you know. I am the thing you need. I am the thing you love.
So imagine you actually kicked out of your own house, right? And this is what happened, didn't it?
I mean, yeah, at the time of the Prophet, of course.
Yeah, there was a man who named Musab, was it?
Musab.
Yes, Musab. He had all these luxuries in life, right? He had all of this equivalent, Merc and swimming pool, whatever.
But who took it away? Was it his mother?
His own mother kicked him out of his house. Own mother kicked him out of his house.
Your mum kicked you out of your house, huh?
It's not hard to imagine, it happens every time.
You still live at home, we all know it.
Exactly, so that was the sort of situation back at that time. Okay, so now that these, things were just really tough. Okay, these were just really tough for the Muslims right now. And it was only going to get worse for the Muslims, wasn't it, Saif?
That's right. So, did they actually move away from all this?
Exactly.
To get away from all this?
Exactly. There's so much humiliation going on. You have to move. Why would you suffer all of this? So, where did the Muslims go next?
I think they went to the king... What's his name?
King Negus.
Negus from Abyssinia.
Abyssinia, right? Which is now Ethiopia.
Right.
They went there, a small group of Muslims went to Mecca to Ethiopia. And there...
Was this king Christian?
Yeah, this was a Christian king, okay, King Negus. They went to him to seek protection there. And when they met him, they were telling him about this prophet who came to Mecca, who brought this new message, who's changing society, bringing peace, and giving rights to women and the poor. And then one of the people from the Muslims, they recited a verse of the Quran, which is named after Mary, the Virgin Mary, Surah Maryam. And this is how it went down.
فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا ذلك عيسى ابن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون ما كان لله أن يتخذ من ولد سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون وإن الله ربي وربكم فاعبدوه هذا صراط مستقيم